1. Introduction. My name is Hannah. I am a caretaker. I help people who are old or sick. My patient is Mr. Collins. He is an old man. He is very kind. He smiles at me. He needs help every day. I help him eat. I help him walk. I talk to him so he is not lonely. I am married. My husband is Daniel. We live in a small house. It is a quiet life. Sometimes it is too quiet. I feel lonely in my marriage. Daniel is busy with his work. He works in an office. His job is important to him. Daniel leaves the house early in the morning. I am often still sleeping. He comes home late at night. I am often tired then. He eats dinner quickly. Sometimes he looks at his computer while he eats. He does not talk much. He does not see me much, even when we are in the same room. He asks about my day, but he does not really listen to my answer. He is thinking about his work, so I feel lonely very often. In the morning, the house is empty after Daniel leaves. In the evening, I wait for him, and the house is quiet. When he comes home, he is tired. He does not want to talk much. He wants to rest. I know he works hard, but my heart feels empty. This is a secret feeling. I do not talk about it with Daniel. I do not want him to be angry or sad. One day, I am at Mr. Collins' house. I am helping him with his medicine. The doorbell rings. I open the door. A man is standing there. He is tall. He has dark hair. His eyes look kind. He asks, "Are you Hannah?" The caretaker for my father? I cannot speak for a moment. I just nod my head. "I am Ethan Collins," he says, "Mr. Collins' son." He has come to visit his father. When I see Ethan, my heart starts to beat fast. It is a strange feeling, like something is moving quickly inside me. I have not felt like this for a very long time. My quiet life feels different in this moment. I did not know this feeling was possible anymore. It makes me feel a little scared, but also a little excited. This meeting is the start of something new. I do not know what it is, but my lonely heart feels a small light. 2. A new friend. Ethan started to visit his father, Mr. Collins, more often. He came to the house maybe 1 or 2 times each week. Ethan was a tall man with dark hair and kind eyes, like warm coffee. He had a very nice smile. When he smiled, his eyes smiled too. He always spoke in a gentle voice. He thanked me for taking good care of his father. Sometimes, after he finished visiting his father, Ethan would come to the garden. Mr. Collins had a beautiful garden with many colorful flowers. I liked to sit there when I had a quiet moment. Ethan would find me and ask if he could sit with me. We sat on a small seat and talked. We talked about simple things like the weather or the flowers in the garden. He asked me about my life, about my work, and what I liked to do. I told him about my quiet town and my simple days. He listened to me very carefully. He really listened to my words. His eyes looked at me when I spoke, and I felt that he was truly interested in me. It felt very nice to talk to someone who listened like that. I felt a little shy when I talked to him, but I also felt very happy. He also told me a little about his life. He lived in a big city and had a busy job, but he tried to visit his father as much as possible. Ethan often brought flowers for his father when he visited. Sometimes he brought a small plant or a few flowers for me too. He gave them to me and said they were for my kindness. When he gave me flowers, my cheeks felt warm and I felt special. These small gifts meant a lot to me. I started to wait for the days Ethan would visit. My heart would give a little jump when I saw his car arrive outside the house. I wanted to look nice for him, so I made sure my hair was neat and I wore my best apron. These small things felt important to me now. At my home, my husband Daniel was still very busy with his job. He came home late in the evening and was often tired. He did not seem to notice that I was sometimes happier after Ethan's visits. He did not ask why I had a light in my eyes some days. He was just Daniel, busy and tired. My life at home with Daniel felt quiet and empty. It was very different from the feeling I had when Ethan was near. I even started to dream about Ethan at night. In my dreams, he smiled at me, and we talked for a long time. Sometimes, in my dreams, he held my hand. When I woke up, I felt a little guilty because I was married, but I also felt a little happy. The dreams felt more real and colorful than my everyday life with Daniel. Ethan was becoming more than just a friend. He was becoming very important to me. He brought a new feeling into my life, a feeling of happiness and hope that I had not felt for a long time. 3. Growing feelings. The days went by. Autumn came. The trees in Mr. Collins' garden changed color. The leaves were yellow and red. Ethan came to visit often. My feelings for him grew stronger with each visit. It was like a flower turning to the sun. One day I helped Mr. Collins. He was very weak. I helped him sit up in bed. Ethan was near me. He watched his father with sad eyes. As I moved around the bed, my arm touched Ethan's arm. Our hands touched for just a moment. It was a small thing, an accident, but I felt warm inside. A shiver went through me. It was like a small electric shock, quick and surprising. I looked up at Ethan. He looked into my eyes. His gaze was deep. I felt he could see right into my heart. He said nothing. I said nothing. The moment passed quickly, but I did not forget it. It stayed with me for the rest of the day. After that day, small touches happened more often. When he arrived, he sometimes put his hand on my arm when he said hello. When he left, his fingers sometimes touched my hand as he said goodbye. These were not big actions. They were quick, almost secret. But each touch sent a jolt through me. Each touch felt special. Each touch felt forbidden. I knew it was wrong. I was a married woman. Daniel was my husband. I wore his ring on my finger. but my heart did not listen to these rules. My heart wanted Ethan. It wanted his smile, his kind eyes, his gentle touch. It was a terrible feeling, this pull towards another man. I felt like I had a big secret. It felt like a heavy stone in my chest. At home, Daniel was cold. He did not hold me like he used to. Sometimes he tried to kiss me, but his kisses felt empty. They did not make my heart beat fast. When he touched me, I often closed my eyes and thought about Ethan. I imagined it was Ethan's hand on my skin. I imagined Ethan's lips on mine. I felt so guilty when I did this. I was a bad wife. I was betraying Daniel in my heart and in my thoughts, but I cannot stop these feelings. They are stronger than me. They are like a current in a river, pulling me away from the shore, pulling me away from the life I know. And I was scared. But a small part of me wanted to let the current take me. My feelings for Ethan were growing stronger every day. My life at home with Daniel felt cold and distant. For the rainy day. One afternoon, the sky turned dark gray. Big, heavy drops of rain started to fall. Soon, it was raining very hard. The wind blew the rain against the windows of Mr. Collins' house. It sounded like the sky was crying. Mr. Collins was asleep in his room. I was in the kitchen making tea. I heard a car outside. It was Ethan. He came to the door, completely wet from the rain. His hair was stuck to his forehead. Water dripped from his coat onto the floor. He smiled when he saw me, but he looked a little cold. "Oh, Ethan, you are soaked," I said. I quickly found a clean towel for him. "Here, dry yourself." He took the towel and thanked me. "The rain started so suddenly," he said, rubbing his hair. He went to see his father for a short while. Mr. Collins was still sleeping. So Ethan came back to the kitchen. "Would you like some tea?" I asked. "It will warm you up." "That would be wonderful, Hannah," he said. His smile made my heart feel warm, even though he was cold from the rain. We sat at the small kitchen table. The rain continued to fall outside. It felt cozy in the kitchen, with the warm tea and the sound of the rain. We talked and laughed. He told me funny stories about his work. I told him about silly things that happened during my week. It was easy to talk to him. It felt natural, like we had known each other for a long time. Then his face became serious. He looked at me, and his eyes were sad. "Sometimes," he said quietly, "I feel so alone." He told me about his past. His wife left him a few years ago. He did not have any children. He said he focused on his work, on visiting his father, but there was an emptiness inside him too. His words touched my heart. I understood his loneliness because I felt it too. He looked at me, his eyes full of emotion. "Hannah," he said, his voice soft, "you make me feel alive. When I am with you, the world feels brighter." He reached across the table and took my hand. His hand was warm. My hand was small in his. I did not pull away. I cannot. His touch felt right, even though I knew it was wrong. My heart beat very fast. I wanted to lean closer. I wanted to kiss him. The thought flashed through my mind, so strong and clear, but I stopped myself. I was scared. This was too much, too fast. That night, I went home to Daniel. I felt confused and my emotions were all mixed up. Daniel was in a bad mood. He said I was quiet, distant. We had a fight. He called me cold. He said I did not care about him anymore. His words hurt me. I ran to the bathroom and locked the door. I cried. I cried for my empty marriage. I cried for my confused heart. And I wished I was back in that warm kitchen with Ethan, listening to the rain. 5. A secret meeting. After the rainy day, things felt different. Ethan and I could not pretend anymore. There was a strong feeling between us, like a hidden current. We started to talk in secret. At night, when Daniel was asleep or busy, I sent messages to Ethan on my phone. He sent messages back. These little texts were like small lights in my quiet life. He told me about his day. I told him about mine. His words were always kind. He said he liked my smile. He said he liked talking to me. He made me feel special. For a long time, no one made me feel special. I told him the truth. I typed, "Ethan, I am married." My hands shook a little. But I have feelings for you. Feelings that are not right. He understood. He was patient. He did not ask for too much. One evening, he asked me to meet him, not at his father's house. He knew a quiet cafe in a town nearby. He wanted us to talk, really talk, without anyone around. I was scared to meet him alone, but I wanted to see him very much. I knew I had to lie to Daniel. I told Daniel I was meeting an old friend from school. The lie felt heavy in my mouth. I did not like lying to him, but I did it so I could go. I met Ethan at the cafe. It was a small place with soft lights. We found a table in a quiet corner. Ethan looked at me. His eyes were full of warmth. He took my hands across the table. "Hannah," he said softly. His voice was serious. "I love you." My heart stopped for a second, then it beat very fast. He held my face gently in his hands. "Leave Daniel," he said. "Come with me. We can start a new life together." His words were a shock. Leave Daniel, leave my home, my life. I felt a wave of fear. It was too big, too much. I could not say yes right away. My eyes filled with tears. "I can't, Ethan," I whispered. "Not now, it's too hard." He looked sad, but he did not get angry. He understood. He leaned forward and kissed my forehead. It was a soft, sweet kiss. "I will wait for you," he said, his voice low, "but know that I love you." I went home that night feeling lost and found at the same time. My life was changing. I knew it. I could not keep this secret forever. Something had to happen soon. 6. A big fight. Daniel saw changes in me. Maybe I looked happier sometimes, but not because of him. Maybe I looked at my phone a lot. A small smile came to my face when I read messages. Daniel started to watch me. His eyes were narrow. One night, I was reading a message from Ethan. A small smile touched my lips. Daniel stood in the doorway. His voice was cold. "Who are you texting so late? Why are you smiling like that?" I quickly hid my phone. "Oh, it's just my friend from work, Sarah. She was telling me a funny story." I lied to him. The lie felt bad. I hated lying, but I was too scared to tell him the truth about Ethan. Daniel did not believe me. I saw it in his eyes. They looked small and angry. He looked at me with suspicion. "Sarah, you never text Sarah this late. You are hiding something, Hannah." A few days later, I had my phone in my hand. Daniel quickly grabbed it. He wanted to look at my messages. I snatched it back fast. Then we had a very big fight. He shouted at me. He called me names. He said I was a liar. He said I was cheating on him. He was very angry. In his anger, he threw my phone against the wall. It hit the wall hard. The glass on the screen broke into many pieces. My phone was completely broken. I felt terrible. My phone was broken. My connection to Ethan was gone, or maybe just very difficult now. I felt like I was in a prison in my own home. Daniel watched me all the time. He was angry and silent. The air in our house felt heavy with anger and not trusting each other. I needed to tell Ethan what happened. One day, Daniel was not home. I used his old computer. I sent a quick message to Ethan. I told him about the big fight. I told him my phone was broken. I told him Daniel was suspicious and angry. Ethan wrote back quickly. He said he understood. He said he would wait for me. He said he loved me. His words were a small comfort in my fear. Then, Mr. Collins became much, much sicker. The doctor came to the house. He said Mr. Collins did not have much time left. I had to stay at Mr. Collins' house day and night to take care of him. Daniel did not object. He did not say I could not go. Maybe he was happy to have me out of the house for a time. He needed space. I needed to escape his angry, accusing eyes. So I stayed at Mr. Collins' house all the time. Ethan was there too, of course. He wanted to be with his father in his final days. We were alone in that big, quiet house for many hours, especially at night when Mr. Collins was sleeping. We were sad about his father, but being together, even in sadness, felt right. We sat together. We talked in low voices. We looked at each other. The air between us was full of unspoken words, unspoken feelings. We felt so close. We were together because we cared for Mr. Collins, and because of the secret love that was growing stronger between us. The situation was difficult, but it also brought us together in a powerful way. It kept me close to Ethan and away from my angry husband. 7, the first kiss. The nights at Mr. Collins' house were long and very quiet. Mr. Collins slept most of the time now. His breathing was soft and slow. Ethan and I stayed with him. We took turns watching him. We were both very tired. We felt tired in our bodies and in our hearts. We found comfort when we were together. One night, Mr. Collins was sleeping deeply. The nurse had left hours before. The house was silent. You could only hear the old clock and Mr. Collins' quiet breath. Ethan and I sat in the living room. The light was low and soft. We were both completely tired. Ethan looked at me. His eyes showed deep sadness and love. He reached out his hand. He gently touched my face. His fingers moved along my cheek. My skin felt warm where he touched me. My heart felt a mix of wanting him and being scared. I spoke softly, my voice shaking a little. "Ethan, we cannot do this. It is not right. Not here, not now." I thought about his father in the next room. I thought about Daniel, my marriage, the promises I made. He shook his head slowly. His eyes stayed on mine. "I need you, Hannah," he said. His voice was low and full of feeling. "I have needed you for a very long time. I cannot fight these feelings anymore." He moved closer to me. My mind told me to move away. It told me to say no, but I could not. My body and my heart did not listen to my mind. I wanted him too much. He kissed me. His lips were soft at first. Then the kiss became stronger, more needing. I kissed him back. All my bad feelings, my guilt, my loneliness, they all went away in that kiss. My heart felt free. It felt alive. This kiss was full of needing, wanting, and a love that was hidden for a long time. In that moment, I forgot Daniel. I forgot my house. I forgot the ring on my finger. Only Ethan was important. His arms were around me. His lips were on mine. This felt real. This felt true. For the first time, I felt true love, a love that filled me completely. When the kiss stopped, we looked at each other. Water was on my face. I was crying. I did not know if they were happy tears, sad tears, or just tears of feeling everything. Ethan held me close. I cried in his arms. He touched my hair and said kind words. I felt a little broken, but also strangely complete. I knew I had crossed a line. I knew there was no way back to my old life now. The secret was out between us. It was sealed with that kiss. 8. A new start. Mr. Collins passed away 2 weeks later. He died peacefully in his sleep. Ethan was with him, and I was there too. We held his hands. It was a sad day, but we knew it would happen soon. Ethan was very sad, but he was also strong. The funeral was held a few days later. Many people came to say goodbye to Mr. Collins. He was a kind man. I stood with Ethan during the service. I tried to comfort him. He held my hand tightly. Daniel did not come to the funeral. He said he was busy with his work. But I knew the real reason. He did not want to see me with Ethan. He did not want to face the truth. After the funeral, I went back to the house I shared with Daniel. It did not feel like my home anymore. It felt cold and empty. Daniel was waiting for me. He looked very angry. He had found out everything. Maybe someone saw us together at the funeral. Maybe my face showed the truth. He started shouting at me. He called me names. He said I was a liar and that I had hurt him deeply. His words were like sharp stones. This time I did not cry. I just listened. I knew I had caused him pain. I knew I had broken our marriage. I went to our bedroom. I packed a small suitcase. I put in some clothes, a few books, and my personal things. I did not take much. Most things in the house belonged to a life I was leaving behind. As I packed, I felt a mix of fear and strength. Fear because I was leaving everything I knew. Strength because I was finally choosing my own path. When my bag was ready, I walked out of the bedroom. Daniel was standing in the living room. His face was hard. I looked at him. "I am sorry, Daniel," I said quietly. "I am truly sorry for hurting you, but I cannot live this way anymore." I walked out of the house with the blue door. I did not look back. Ethan was waiting for me in his car down the street. He got out when he saw me. He took my suitcase. He looked at my face with worry and love in his eyes. He took my hand. "No more secrets, Hannah," he said softly. "No more hiding." I looked into his eyes. I took a deep breath. This was my new beginning. "I love someone else," I told him, my voice clear. "It is you, Ethan. It has always been you." A small smile came to his lips. He held my hand tighter. I walked away from my old life, from my broken marriage, from the quiet loneliness that had been my home. Now I had very little. No house, not much money, a future that was not clear. But I had love. I had Ethan. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt like that was enough. Maybe more than enough.